The Dinosaur, written by Stephen Crossgrove, is read by Caroline Laporte. Once the earth was nothing more than one big swamp. There were no peoples, there were no roads and no houses. The land was filled with dinosaurs, big and bigger, mostly bigger. There were Supersaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Apatosaurus. All of them were big, very, very big. The biggest of the bigs were the Ultrasaurus. They were so big that the were big enough. They live in a big world. Life was very easy for dinosaurs. There were big plants to eat, and big lakes and rivers to drink from. Life was good for the big dinosaur. As big as the big dinosaurs were, there were those that were small. In fact, they were smaller than small. They were tiny. Little creatures were called dinosaurs. They would run here and there looking for food. The best food were large walnuts. The walnuts were bigger than even they were. The dinosaurs would feast on the nuts and eat. While they ate, they would watch out for the Supersaurus. Was the dinosaur was stepped on by the Supersaurus, it would be super sore indeed. Millions of years, but something scary happens. It all started one day. A trusted raptor with lumbering wedges as scared could be. The ice is coming. The ice is coming. He cried. Ice? Asked the theropod. Ice would be nice on a hot summer's day, but I wasn't nice. It wasn't nice at all. It was the coming of an ice age. It wasn't long before it began to get cool and cooler and cooler. The theropods could see great mounds of ice, glacier creeping down from the mountains. We must move from here, said the theropods. We must escape to someplace warmer. And with little rules or plannings, we began moving away from the ice. But the dinosaurs were too small to escape. Their legs were too short, and they could never run far enough. What are we to do? One dinosaur asked another. If we stay here, we will be covered with ice. They drew and drew, big plans for little creatures. We must find some place to stay warm. One finally said to another, a place where we can hide from the ice. The rest said in return, I have an idea, said the first one. Quickly told them of his plans. Follow me. With that, he strode about and found a large walnut shell. The other dinosaurs did the same. They ate the meat inside until there were only hollow shells left. Then, one by one, they each climbed inside the shell. They twisted and curled themselves inside and then pulled the top down tight. Safe and warm in the hard shell, they fell fast asleep. The slaves of the earth turned cold. Sadly, all the other dinosaurs became extinct during the Ice Age. The dinosaurs slept and slept, waiting for the ice to melt. And in time, it did. After the ice melted and the days became warm, all over the world dinosaurs crawled out of their walnut shell. But to this day, some dinosaurs remain asleep in their shell. If you are lucky, someday you may crack open a walnut shell and there find a dinosaur fast asleep.